goodbye to their tournament lives. And with that, let's welcome the Land of Dawn.
It's Falcons, Apbren on the blue side, up against NIP Flash on the red. Let's see whether this is going to go a little bit better for NIP Flash, because once again, this is tournament lives.
Yeah, you know, for NIP Flash, they need to capitalize on having Hades a faster rotation on taking that jungle against Kyle TC. This has been a problem if we're up against Kyle TC. He jungles really fast because of the vision also that Ogwen gives for Falcon. Oh, wow.
Oh, no, he's dead. That's first blood, achieved instantly by Super Marco. A great trade converted into a kill.
This answers the argument whether Roger is the strongest marksman at level 1, because he has a lot of kit to actually counter out any gold laner in front of him, not unless that gold laner is on top or upper hand in terms of the range. So that's a nice judgment here for Super Marco. Very, very crucial for Owl.
I mean, the beauty of the Roger is that he punishes lazy gold laners. So, like, if any gold laner decides to just throw out their cooldowns early on at level 1, it's a guaranteed trade for Roger to just walk up, auto attack, maybe get the skill 1 down, and then transform, and then Lycan pounce to guarantee them to sit underneath their turret, right? So now that we have first blood coming in for Falcons, Apbren, this is quite a significant lead for Super Marco, right? He has full control over his lane, and even Owl is calling over Edith to ensure that they get past this laning phase.
This is going to be hard for them, because for NMP Flash, as much as possible, you want to be JPL to be part of the turtle team fight. But because of the lead of Super Marco, there might be a chance wherein NMP Flash will be forced to rotate on that lane. And again, Adamir will be the one who is the collateral damage here for NMP Flash. So looking at the emblems, we all know that for Falcons, Apbren, they're really more on the faster pacing of the game, more on a damage-centric type of lineup. So this is where the game would probably change in terms of tempo.
Yep, here we go. As we see that Ogwen gets right on top of Adamir, followed up by the Nightmaric Spawn. They burst it down really, really quick. Hades, same level, final slash onto into the penalty zone. Oh, the fraction hits all three, and the disengage did not work. It did not come from the right direction as Cortese and Adamir are on the run. Ogwen says, nah, I'll fish for one more. That's a triple kill from Kyle. You know what? Instead of a triple, make it a quad. No! He manages to get away. Owl hops away just in time. Oh man, this is not looking good for NIP.
Yeah, definitely for Falcons Apbren. It was as if I saw an alley play from Flap TZ to Kyle TZ. It was so on point that even NIP Flash, they didn't know that Kyle TZ was in that part of the bush. It's very crucial for an XP lane, specifically for Adamir, to walk in that area so that they have this intel that, hey, Kyle TZ is here. Just like from the usual instances wherein you are taking objectives. So yeah, for NIP Flash, they have to know first where the other junglers are. And this is where we say that Kyle TZ is really rotating fast for Falcons Apbren.
Here we go, a dive attempt coming in from Ogwen's side just to make sure that they get JPL. They're so close. Primal Wrath comes out just in time, and Super Marco's in trouble. Flickers forward, and the SOD finds the kill. Good play coming out for NIP side. The caught Falcons Apbren slacking, as across the map we see that Hades and Adamir trying to regain some form of an advantage.
For Falcons Apbren, it was a miscommunication, or probably a miscalculation for them. The bottom lane didn't know that there was still an ultimate there for JPL, but still!
At the end of it, Owl still ends up dying, and Kyle's like, nah, we're not going to give you any advantages. We're going to allow Super Marco to do his thing. Keep dominating, my boy.
We have to give space continuously here for Super Marco, as Falcons Apbren says against Owl. And they know the threat here of having a Moskov up until the mid to late game as much as possible, limit that potential. And what's really nice here for Falcons Apbren, because if we look at the goal, it's actually Kyle TZ on the lead in terms of the farming or goal, for gold here against the NIP Flash. So probably the 1,900 gold lead for Falcons Apbren is leaning towards those damagers of the team.
Yep, and it's doing really, really nicely, right? Especially since they are the main damage dealers. Adamir actually trading very effectively against Flap so far, really getting these resets off making sure that FlapTZ barely touches him. That's the ult coming in from KyleTZ, as NIP Flash understand that they are behind, but they've got to take some control. You see that JPL does walk up into the Nightmaric spot, and Ogren as well, forced to jump backwards, but it doesn't really matter who gets this turtle. It's not who finds the kill! And Adamir captures FlapTZ, predicting the flicker.
That is the cross-map play that we are looking forward for NP Flash, which is actually a good thing. So for Falcons, Apbren, they took the turtle and continue for team fight.
Yep, and the Primal Wrath just gonna absolutely get shredded down. Kyle has a lot of damage, but it doesn't help that fused Nightmaric spawn made sure that he didn't exactly have a clean line of sight against their aggressors. With that being said, a lane swap has commenced for NIP Flash, but Owl, he might be in trouble. He hopped over the wall, but Kyle's like, hopping over walls, that's my thing.
Where are you going? Al says KyleTZ. So, okay, another team fight at the bottom lane. It might be a kill for Falcons.
Oh, KyleTZ still is able to find the kill. I'm pretty sure Adamir wanted to go for more. He got the green light from Kurt to say this kill is done for, but now the rest of the team is looking to reinforce the bottom side of the map with 75 seconds left for the next neutral objective to spawn. Where's the next move we can expect to see from NIP Flash?
Yeah, what's also interesting is that for NIP Flash, they're able to take down turrets as compared to Falcons Apbren. Now, looking at the itemization for JPL, he focused on building something that could be on the physical defense and also can do magic defense against Falcons Apbren. But for the gold laners, there is a 900 or 1,000 lead for Super Marco, which is very crucial because he now has the Windtalker more on the movement speed. Now for Al, it is the corrosion side. Also has the movement speed. It's all up to the other players now for Falcons, Apbren, and even for NFP Flash, whether, when, and where they want to set up a play. Because for the Moskov, as much as possible, you want it to be in a place where it's very tight.
Oh, I mean, this may not be the tightest of spots, but FlapTZ setting it up really nicely for Kyle. It looks like Falcons Apbren are just supercharging their cores at this point of time because they know they have such a big lead. Why not double it? 2x it.
Yeah, someone has to stop this cross-map play that NFP Flash has been doing because it is very effective now against Falcons Apbren. It's as if NFP Flash is the one dictating the rotation against Falcons Apbren. But we have another turtle here. I think KyleTZ will secure this one.
No problems whatsoever. Super Marco coming back to the lane. He doesn't want to lose this tier 2 without putting up a fight, but JPL is now caught by himself. He might be the sacrificial lamb to allow Owl to get out of here, but Ogren, he spots it, catches Owl anyway. Penalty zone even being committed, but they only find JPL. Kyle is going to cover the mid lane, but this forced the motion out of NIP Flash.
And even the Purify of Owl has been used. The good thing he has the Purify, because if not, it's going to be crucial here for NP Flash. And because of the continuous play that Falcons Apbren has been doing, they now destroy the third up top. And even at the bottom lane, even KyleTZ is all over the place in the jungle area of Hades. Now, the question here now for NP Flash, how will they capitalize on this ultimate that Hades has? Because so far, because of the single targeting or focusing on specific lanes that Falcons Apbren has been doing, there's no heavy team fight for NFP Flash, and that is where the hero of Hades is really needed.
I think it's just a battle of efficiency, right? Like Falcons Apbren, the more abilities that they hit, even if it's on a single target, it's honestly not that bad. Ogren, he senses something is wrong with the force here.
I think he can smell the players of NFP Flash.
I mean, he sees JPL, he could go for more, but they're going to start walking up, and now they know that KyleTZ, Adamir, and JPL are the ones who've been hiding in that bush. Great game sense from FCAP.
Yeah, for NFP Flash, it's also good that they're not really committing or overextending in the area where Falcons Apbren can set up a play against them.
Oh, nicely played by Kyle! He literally said to Adamir, "Not today, kid." That's just behind him. Final Slash doesn't connect and kills him immediately after. Now they're trying to disengage from that mid lane, but FCAP say, no, you don't have enough damage to clear our wave, so we're going to try and take everything away from you. We don't get the tier 1, but we will try and instigate war in your jungle.
Speaking of clearing of... wait.
JPL gets pushed backwards into it. Jushin is trying to zone off the rest of the members of FCAP. Does find Ogren, pulls him back, forces him to flicker off here. And even Hades committing to his ultimate as well. Really doesn't get much done, but at the cost of a single flicker, not that bad for FCAP.
You know what, for NFP Flash, what's really sad is also for Hades, the ultimate is being used just to clear here. The minion wave and not used for maybe damage for them. Oh wait, Adamir.
Yeah, he's gone. He's a goner here, especially with the executioner strike still applied to him. There's no reason for NIP Flash to even walk up because they're so alt dependent.
Yeah, that's really nice that you've pointed that out, because for NP Flash, it's as if they're waiting for a skill to hit before dealing damage or before setting up a play against Falcons Apbren.
Oh, once again, it's going to be JPL who is on the chopping block. Hades does get the trade on towards Orgwin's side, and even Flappy gets pulled underneath the turret, forced to flicker on out of there. This is just the power of Jushin, but man, look at that lead.
Yeah, that's a very huge lead here for Falcons Apbren. And did you see that? We're in Owen did oh! I was about to explain something with Kalti. Oh wait, stop the explanation first. I'll see you the damage. But yeah, continuing to what I'm saying is that, have you seen that part where Owen jumped and then it was almost simultaneously with the penalty zone of Flap TZ? They're just ready to dive whenever there is a player from NAP Flash, and that's the reason as to why NAP Flash is almost always out-positioned for every time that they want to counter the play of Falcons Apbren.
I mean, when you have a jungler who's 8-0-3, I'll die for it. I'll die. You tell me to go. You tell me to jump, I'll say how high, right? No questions asked. I will throw my life on the line if you have that big of a lead. Because look at this. Every outer turret is getting taken away. If they get an inhibitor here, they might set up for a checkmate angle, and JPL is just trying to make sure he protects the barrier. But at this point, it's a little too late. They've managed to hold on to their inhibitors, and FCAP is like, all right, we're just biding our time.
Yeah.
8K lead, just 2 more K, and you guys are going to be in a pickle.
Yeah, probably for Falcons Apbren, just continue this maintain this lead as much as possible against NP Flash. But the thing is that for NP Flash, since they have the Moskov in their lineup, there's a high chance for them for a comeback as long as there's not going to be a casualty on another team fight.
Oh, the final slap pushes Ogwin out of position, quickly flickers over the wall to save his life.
That was close.
Very, very close. Definitely clipped his ear there as JP. Oh, SOD actually lands it. Owl actually takes it to try and chase down Kyle TZ. JPL very, very low. But now, FCAP, they're just playing with it. Penalty zone lands onto 3. That's what we were looking for. Adamir finds Few, but Flap finds Hades, and even the final slashes. Adamir cannot do more than that. Oh, flickers forward! Super Marco Watson! Oh, he gets knocked backwards. But luckily, FCAP, great synergy, takes turret aggro away.
What a nice juggle here for Falcons Apbren. They know that some of the players or their teammates are already low on life, but there is someone who takes that position instead so that they can still continue the team fight. And I think during that time when Ogwin was saved, all his teammates said, phew, that time, because that was close. That was a close kill against Ogwen. And for NP Flash, we could see the potential for Owl's damage. But again, we could see on that instant replay that it's going to be hard for them to sustain all the damages all at once from Falcons Apbren. And look at that ultimate and even flicker from Few. He just saved himself and have taken that attention from Adamir.
Oh wait, we're in the middle of another fight as the Lord is being contested by NIP Flash. They already lost their EXP laner in Adamir. They're forced all the way back, and that's when FCAP is like, all right, try it again. I dare you. Walk out of your base one more time, and we will end this.
And even Owen was there just in case there will be players from NIP Flash. And look at the space again for Super Marco from Falcons Apbren. So they're just continuing this pattern. I mean, for NIP Flash, they will be up against a Lord again. It will be hard in terms of the clearing of minion wave. There's no really burst from the lineup. It's continuous damage from Curtizi. You don't want to use that ultimate of the Bane just to clear the minion wave, right? Probably more on the counter engage. So for Falcons Apbren, they have a high chance to end this game as long as they destroy the turret up top.
Okay, maybe there's some outplayability. I'm looking at the items. Trinity is already complete, as well as the Wind of Nature. Now with the Lord coming down through that mid lane, it's going to be a full front battle. Ogwin charging up, does get on towards JPL's side. The Earth Shadow knocks him up, but Ogwin is still alive. He can do this one more time as they're looking for an angle. Whoa! Owl takes the SOD, forces out the Wind of Nature onto Kyle to try and trade him out here. But the Lord is already on that crystal. Flap may be going down, but that's Tournament Live is going to be taken away as while everybody is falling, that crystal break is broken wide open. That's FCAP taking this game 2-0 against NIP Flash.
What a clean